Hello vinyl community, Bruno in Brittany, west of France. Well, this is my third video in 3 days. As I mentioned before, it's not easy for me because I'm very busy at work to make videos. So as I'm not working at the moment, it's comfortable for me to make this one, and it is a vinyl tag video for 22 questions for 2022, and the list was made by Rob Walker. I know there are different versions at the moment, but I watched at Rob Walker's version before and plan to do that video, so let's make it. And first of all, I would like to thank Rob for the list, of course, but for being nice to comment to my videos, which is not so common. I don't know, maybe because I'm French, but this is it. So thank you, Rob. And I am how could I say that? Maybe a little envious, because he lives in Manchester, and Manchester is for me a very important town for rock music during the end of the 70s and then the 80s and the 90s. So I've got here a section on Manchester, and it is, I think, the only town out of Brittany that have a section in my collection. So yes, Manchester, and there will be one record here in the bunch of records I will show from Manchester. Sorry. And yeah. As I mentioned, I made two previous videos on my best albums purchased in 2021, but only on new music. And I decided to make this vinyl tag only on my 2021 purchases as well. And but there is no records that were showed in my two previous videos on this one. So and I made it, so let's get to it. The first one is the favorite purchase album in 2021, and it is an album that I know for long, but that I didn't get in vinyl before, and it is Loveless by My Bloody Valentine. And I only had this one on CD, so I'm very happy to get this one. And of course I can talk about this one as well, which is their first album, I think, and I already had the third one. So now I've got all their records, all their albums, and I'm waiting for the following one, because I heard in a French interview that they could release a new album in few months or few years. Album by the first person you show live. I live in Brittany, and of course we regularly go to concert seeing Britain artists, and the first one I saw in concert live was in Lorient when I was lycéen student, young student there, and it was, I think, in the early 80s, and the guy is Alan Stivell. I showed this one because you can find this album all over the world. This album I paid €1 for it lately, and when I can get for this price a good condition album, I take it because I can give it as a gift or to someone that collect records like me. So Alan Stivell, Renaissance de la harpe celtique. Well, when I say that I see him, well, I went to the stadium. It was a small stadium, and I went there, but I didn't pay for this because I managed to go there without paying anything. But I was very young, and it is the only time that I ever made that. So a duo album. I bought last year this Speaker's Corner copy of the duo Buddy Guy and Junior Wells, Play the Blues. And well, I love Buddy Guy, which is famous, and also Junior Wells, because he is famous in Chicago blues, and so I already have Junior Wells records from Kraft Recordings. Album in the shrink. Sorry, Rob, but I can't show you an album that is sealed because I don't have that. I don't get it when I buy a record. It's just only for listening to it. So I don't have any sealed record because they are all opened, and I have listened to them all. There is one exception, but there is no shrink on it, and because I have 5 copies of this one. But this is not the. Let's get to it. So, album in the shrink. I decided to show this one. It is Scott Walker Tilt, and so I bought this one in 2021, and this is 97 pressing of this album. I don't remember where I got this one, but I could listen to Scott Walker every day. So Scott Walker, a concept album. There is this album that I bought in Brest in Brittany, and it is Rob Mazurek, Exploding Star Orchestra. It is pressed on the label International Anthem, of course a label from Chicago, and this is a concept album. They say it is a cosmic opera. For me, it's a mix between neoclassical and jazz and experimental music. I love this. And you have some famous musicians from the label here. So you have, of course, Rob Mazurek, Damon Lux, who wrote the lyrics when there are lyrics in it. You also have Jeff Parker, Jamie Branch, who is the artist that made my favorite album from 2021, Fly or Die Live. Rob Mazurek, Exploding Star Orchestra, and the name of the album is Dimensional Stardust. Great one. The next one is album you have not played yet. So the first thing that I do when I got a new album is just to play the album. So there is no album here that was not one time on the turntable. But I've got one, which is not an album, it is a small EP, 45 RPM, by a French artist called Charles Navour. And it is an EP, it is not a single record, because there are 4 tracks on it. And why didn't I listen to this? It's only because I don't have cleaned it yet. So when I will have cleaned it, I will listen to it. And you have some famous tracks here, like Je me voyais déjà, which is a hit from this era. I think it could be an album from the 50s or early, well, I don't know. It is a Barclay album, and as you can see, there is this inner sleeve here, which is still perfect. I don't know if I will keep it when it will be clean, but yeah, this is my choice for album I didn't play yet. Artist you've discovered in 2021. Well, this is not an album from 2021, but this is an album that I purchased in 2021. The artist is well known, but I didn't know him before, and this is Kilmoon. I think it was a sale where I got this one, and the name of the album is Ghosts of the Great Highway. Kilmoon. I think it's his first album under this name. A live album, this could be a new wave album as well, which is a question that will come afterward. But this is the Wooden Tops, English new wave band, and it is live, Hypnobeat Live. And it's live from November 86, the Wooden Tops. Next one, an album from another continent. Well, I don't remember where I bought this one, or if I bought it online, I don't remember. But it is a Brazilian artist called Lula Cortes. Lula Cortes, I don't know. And the name of the album is 80. It is made on Mr. Bongo. Yes, Mr. Bongo. So it is psychedelic Brazilian artist, Lula Cortes. Album with a price sticker on the jacket. It is a French pressing of this album from Miriam Makeba, called Pata Pata, because Pata Pata is most famous track. And it is a live album as well, recorded in Paris. On this cover, you can see this small sticker here with the price. I don't know which currency it is. It was 27.50. Was it French francs or was it an African currency? I don't know. But here there is another sticker showing that this very record was the property of Disco Club Photo Hôtel Ivoire Abidjan. I think the first owner of this record was an hotel in Côte d'Ivoire in Abidjan. I don't know how you say Côte d'Ivoire in English. Maybe is it Ivory Coast? I don't know. So I say it in French. Punk or new wave album. So back in Manchester, Rob, I bought this one in 2021, and it is the second or the third album from Magazine, the post-punk band from Howard Devoto. And I've got, I think, the 5 albums that they released in the first period. So Magazine, and the name of the album is The Correct Use of Soap. Box set. I only purchased one box set in 2021, but what a box set. And I got this one on sale as well. It is Mingus, Jazz in Detroit, Strata Concert Gallery, 46 Selden. And it is a special edition by BBE label. And it was this reissue was made in 2018, and you have 5 records in it and a booklet as well. So this is the booklet with several pictures and a presentation of the musicians and of the concerts. And the poster is this one. Album with a sporting theme. Oh, I've got a problem on this one because I don't know how you say that in English. But is it skydiving? I don't know. This is a French artist called Sheila, who made mainly very cheesy music, mainly bad covers from American music. But when she was going down because she was not in the charts anymore, she asked to Nile Rodgers to make an album for her. All songs written, arranged and conducted by Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers. So this is a chic album. And I think this is a sport, skydiving, and it is a reissue from 2021, I think, in transparent vinyl. Sheila. I don't recommend any other of records. And then a jazz album. Well, it is not an album from 2021, but it is an album from 2018. No, 19, sorry. And it is this English musician called Binky Goldstein. The name of the album is Abstractions of Reality Past and Incredible Feathers. So it's very modern jazz, but it's not it's not a jazz influenced by world music like you can find in London. It's more, I can say, straight jazz, but with very modern production. So Binky Goldstein, the best of, well, this is a French compilation of a guy who was in the same section as Sheila at once, and she worked with Navour, but he didn't have to ask anyone else to make good music, this man, because he was so good a musician. But he was as well like a clown, like a comic actor, and so he decided to go at home to create a studio there and to work on new music, on experimental music, as you can say, but not. Of course, he was always trying to make successful tracks. And the name of the guy is Henri Salvador, and a young label from France called Born Bad Records released this compilation of his work, and the name of the compilation is Homme, which means man, studio, so Homme Studio. Of course, it's a way to play with words, because it's like an home studio, because he was working alone in his at home. And yes, there are very good tracks on this one, and I purchased this one maybe like a joke, but I'm very happy to get this one, because it's just they are good music, and they are so and if you understand French, you can also have some funny lyrics in his productions. Album with at least 8 persons on the cover. Well, in 2021 I got this classic album that I didn't have until that, and it is Woodstock, the live album. So it is 3 records set, and as you can see, there are more than 8 persons on the cover. Next one is a soundtrack, and I choose this one. This is Smog. Smog is a soundtrack by Pierrot Umiliani. So they call it Colonna Sonora in Italian. And Pierrot Umiliani asked Chet Baker to play on 2 or 3 tracks here. VCLT. Well, I never had a VCLT per se, but one day I made a contest on the VC, and it was with Stravos. I don't remember the name of his channel. it was, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. We were 2 European VC members who won some of the prizes that he put in that contest, and it was Paul from Netherlands, who is very famous for jazz funk showcases, and when he got the package, he got one for both of us. So, and he said to me, well, I let this in the package because it was not for me, and the record is Bill Cobham Magic. Maybe you can say it is a jazz fusion album. I already had one from Billy Cobham album with no writing on the jacket. Well, there is this album that I got in 2021, and this is XTC, the Black Sea, and there is no title, neither on the front cover nor on the back cover, and there is only the title of the tracks in this part of the cover. So 7-inch single. Well, it was a blind buy for me because I never heard this band. I never heard the name of the band, but I know, as everybody I think in the world, the music. So I show this one, and it is Wang Chang. I don't know how you can pronounce that. And the name of the single that everybody knows, I think, is Dance Hall Days. Dance Hall Days. But I never ever heard about the name of this band, Wang Chang. Colored vinyl album. Well, in 2021 I bought this album from 2019 from Ibi the Younger, and it is called To Each His Own, and it's gatefold, and the color of the vinyl is marbled gold, maybe you can say. And Ibi the Younger is an artist that makes pop, hard rock album, baroque rock. Yeah. And the last one, an album from '82. And I've got this one, which is one of the best albums of this year. And it is a new classical album from Philip Glass. And it is, there is no name in this side, but the name is Glassworks, Philip Glass. And it is on the CBS, but the label is blue. So yeah, Philip Glass, Glassworks. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Rob, for the nice list for Vinyl Tag 2022. So please comment. Bye.